You tuned in to Goeiemorgen, Good Morning, and that's what I wish you this morning. Ek is Arnold Geerts en vandag het ek die voorreg om met die destydse Golden Boy van die Paralimpiese Spele te gesels. Deesdae is hy een van die land se sportfotograwe en eerder is hy die Golden Eye. Dis Reinhard Hamman wat regstreeks met ons gesels van Kaapstad af. Reinhard, really nice to have you on the show with us and thank you for your time. I know that you had to get up bright, breezy and early this morning. I guess the first question is, how does one transition from your Paralympic career, where you won so many golds and did us so proud, to being behind the lens?
Well, firstly, good morning, goeiemorgen. I think that transition happened a little easier than what I expected. I started taking photos while going on tour, probably from around 2014. And from there, it just progressed from one thing to another. And when I stopped, or at least when I retired after Tokyo 2020, sports photography fell right into place. And I get to take some incredible photos now.
Is there some sort of a comparison between you with your timing when it came to your explosive events like the javelin, for instance, et cetera, and the timing that you need when you press the shutter?
I think being a sportsman for 20 years gave me kind of like an inside edge into what you can expect, when to expect it. And obviously you need to know the sport you're shooting. So I think the most difficult sport I've had to shoot so far is soccer during the PSL. Because I don't know soccer, I've never watched soccer, and since taking photos at PSL, I've actually grown to love the sport and secretly actually enjoy it a bit more than rugby, especially taking photos.
That's sacrilegious. You've got to be very careful now. Nonetheless, what I wanted to know from you, let's just back up and go all the way back. The Paralympic Games. Talk to us about that and your category, the T38 category. What is that disability and how, how did you get into that side of things?
So I was fortunate enough to go to school at Vista Nova. And it was just one of those, things that, you do for PT sport or for life orientation as they have it now. And then I just threw the javelin and it pretty much landed outside the school grounds. And then from there, it was just one thing led to another. In 2013, I represented South Africa at my first World Championships. Became world champion at that competition, and then the rest is history. And I mean, the Paralympic Games is a beast altogether. So getting to Rio, I got my medal at the back of me here in my office, and it's one thing as a South African para athlete, competing at a stadium and there's nobody there, and then you get to the Paralympic Games and there's 80,000 people in the stands. It's mind-blowing, the noise, the energy you get from it. And a lot of people don't know that I actually competed and won the medal behind me with a broken kneecap. So there's a lot of things that go into competing at the Paralympic Games, including this amazing village you get to stay in.
Talk to us about the kneecap. How the heck did that happen?
I think it's probably just over 20 years worth of throwing, and it was my left leg as well. So, it's the pressure and everything that goes into the technique of javelin throwing. And I just had immense pain, and 3 throws in, I said to my coach, "Listen, I can't anymore. I'm done." And he gave me some really restricted words on the field, and I went on and I threw, and I think I missed the world record at that stage by I think just a couple of centimeters, and won the competition.
That is remarkable. It shows you the power of a coach. I was very lucky in the old days, and this is a long time ago, to be very friendly with a guy called Tom Petranoff, who was the world record holder in the javelin, and he always talked about the comparison between throwing the javelin and a golf swing. Do you think there is a comparison?
Absolutely. I think it's very, very close. Golf works from your legs up, and javelin as well. So it all comes from the hips. If your hips come through quick enough, everything is going to fall into place. And I suppose with the golf, if your hips come through good enough, you just might hit a hole in one on the par 3.
You sounded like Elvis there for a second. It's all in the hips. Let's get back to the photography. Which is your favorite picture that you've been able to take so far, and why?
I've always wanted to. I got the opportunity to take photos at the South Africa Springbok, the Springboks Australia game, not too long ago here in Cape Town. But I think the most iconic is a game for Bafana Bafana, one of the World Cup qualifiers. It was just so remarkable, and something just said to me, I got to switch to a wider lens. And I just sat there, the goal happened, and he ran straight to me and sat right next to me, and I was just right under him. It's probably one of my favorite photos to date.
Is there a sport that you would still like to take pictures of that you haven't so far?
Definitely. Well, I've taken football, but I'd love to take photos at the Bundesliga with that yellow wall. I'd love to do that, but I think I'd like to try my hand at American football. That for me, I think there's going to be a lot of action there, a lot of big hits. So it's definitely something on the bucket list for future.
Lastly, very briefly, if you've got any advice for young photographers, what would it be?
I think no matter what camera you're shooting on, you can always get a great photo. I'm still in that process of getting myself like the latest and greatest. So with the gear that I have, I get to take great photos. So irrespective of what you have, if you've got the eye for it, you've got the patience, and you know what you're shooting, you can get remarkable photos.
I think that you're a remarkable man, Reinhard, and we thank you for your time. Keep up the good work. Always great to see South Africans coming through like that. Have a good day. Bly net waar jy is, want net hierna gaan ons agter die skerms van die naweek se klein groen blom konsert kuier. As jy nie weet wat dit is nie, bly net daar, want jy gaan beslis hier op Goeiemôre Good Morning uitvind.